In today's video, we're going to show you how we installed our Vancillary DIY headliner shelf. Use code JJ10 for 10% off your purchase. Let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is trace the provided template on plywood of your choosing. We chose 1/2" birch. After the template is traced, cut it out using a jigsaw and give it a light sand. We decided to test fit the shelf to get an idea of how it will look before we continued on. And it fits like a glove. Now on to finishing the shelf. Next, prepare the headliner shelf for install. This step is ultimately up to you how you would like the shelf to look. You can paint it, stain it, or wrap it in fabric like we did. And so we started off by laying the side that will be seen down onto the fabric, then began to staple down the curved side since this will be faced towards the back. We found a faux-like fabric from Joann's, and pro tip, if you download their app, they always have coupons, basically every week. And so what we did is we downloaded the app and we got all of our fabric half off. So I will never pay full price for fabric there because usually 9 times out of 10 they have a coupon for you. So if you are purchasing fabric from Joann's, do not pay full price, just download the app and you can probably get at least 20 to 50% off of your fabric. To get a clean fold and get the fabric to lay flat, make sure you cut away any excess fabric. To secure the fabric to the plywood, we use the 3M high-strength contact adhesive. This stuff works great. You just spray it, let it get tacky, and then apply the fabric. But be sure to smooth out any lumps to keep the fabric tight. This will help prevent sagging down the road. And before you use the contact adhesive, please be sure to test it first. If you have a thin-like material, it may seep through, so it will ruin your fabric. So just be sure to test it before you install it. And once you have your first side complete, flip it over and repeat these steps. And just for the record, this is not a sponsored video. We purchased the DIY kit with our own money. And at first we did think that the $120 was a bit steep for some brackets, bolts, and a template. But looking back, we saved so much time and stress that it was well worth it. When self-converting a camper van, you run into enough problems as is, so why make things harder than they need to be? We added staples along the edge for added security. If you are interested in purchasing the headliner kit, you can use code JJ10 for 10% off your purchase. That is JJ10, and that'll give you 10% off your entire purchase. It doesn't have to be the kit. You can use it on anything on their website. So happy shopping. The DIY kit comes with a template for the shelf lip as well. This was a little too short for our liking, so we used a 1x4 piece of wood instead, and we just stained it, and we loved how it turned out. So you can either use the lip of the template provided, or you can create your own like we did. We placed it on a few 2x2s behind it for additional support, and this is the final look. The first step is to install the brackets. To install the brackets, you must remove the existing screws from the factory shelf. After, slip the bracket in and loosely screw back in the factory screws. Repeat this on the other side. Once the brackets were loosely installed, we did decide to test fit the shelf one more time before fully installing it. We marked pilot holes through the bracket and onto the shelf, and once the holes were drilled, we were ready to move on to the next step, which is securing the headliner shelf. So we installed the left side off camera, but we will show you how we did it on the right side. In this step, you will align the holes that you drilled into the headliner shelf with the holes that are in the bracket. Then tighten the factory bolts. After that is complete, use the Vancillary provided bolts to secure the bracket to the shelf. So go around and make sure that all of your bolts are tight. The bolts closest to the back are pretty tricky to get to, and so you'll need some type of right angle tool to be able to tighten those down fully. And here is the final look. So check out how much stuff we can fit in the shelf. Our camera bag, my shower bag, Joe's shower bag, our towels, window covers, another storage bag, some books, our speaker, a candle or two, and there's still much more room. I'm so happy we decided to install a headliner shelf in our van. It has created so much more storage space for us, which is very important when living in a tiny home. And if you guys would like to purchase your own headliner kit or anything from the Vancillary website, please be sure to use code JJ10, JJ10 for 10% off your purchase. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.